Well, sadly now, President Zelensky failed his Ukrainian people. You know, he didn't get ready the country for the war. He's not very supportive of his own military. He didn't deal with corruptions, and he does a lot of grandiose presentations, but he didn't do a draft, didn't get military ready, and he did nothing to really support his own people that bravely dying for freedoms. And that is on him. Unfortunately, he led this war to be where we are right now. I mean, President Biden, I was very critical of him. He didn't push on him enough. But ultimately, you know, he's judged by the American people, and he was judged, and his administration was not reelected. You know, President Zelensky judged by Ukrainian people. He betrayed and failed the Ukrainian people not to win that war for them and not to fight to win that war. Very difficult when you deal with leaders that are not trying to win the war. So it's a very difficult situation that President Trump is going to inherit, and very likely he will try to push it in some way temporarily. Ceasefire, because ceasefire is very temporal, but Russia is going on the fence right now because they don't know what Trump can do. He's unpredictable. Putin actually preferred Biden. He's very predictable and allowed Putin to be where he is, and he will try to get as much as he can, but ultimately that conflict will continue in the future because Ukraine is not in a position to be winning, not like in Israel right now.
One of the controversies in Ukraine has been the age of military recruitment, and I was told today that the Biden administration is urging Ukraine to lower its recruitment age from where it currently is, which is 25 years old, to as young as 18 years old. The Biden administration is arguing that fresh manpower is critical. Would you support that, reducing that recruitment age? And what do you think it would mean for Ukrainian society as a whole?
Well, listen, you need to put a country in military mode, and you needed to do it 2 years ago when one of his generals told him that we need to have more recruits and teach them and to replenish some of the people that have been in the war for a very long time. Some of these young people have been fighting since 14, some 22, no rotations. It's very difficult, very brutal war. So you need to put the whole country to fight the war. We send our 18-year-olds to die for our freedoms. I mean, this is a serious war, and you need to have proper recruitment. And he fired his general because the general wanted to fight the war, and he replaced with people who are going to be puppets, and he's not taking it seriously. So they need to put, if you want to win the war, you know, with Russia that has a lot of people and don't care how many of them are going to die, you need to get the whole country from, you know, when Soviet Union fought World War II, from a little child to the old person, everyone was contributing to the war. You cannot just have some young, brave people dying for everyone else and think that somehow, you know, they're going to hold the ground against very brutal force with a lot of money and no, you know, no, no reservations how many lives they're going to kill.
Right. The Biden administration is saying right now it's not a question of weapons, but it is that question, as you say, of people willing to fight and the need for so many more. Congresswoman Viktorija Spартc.